Hi there, this is going to be a general love reading for all signs. Feels like it's a little crooked. There we go. Let's just dive into the energy. If you watched my live today on Instagram, xi_missy_xi, wow, we had a whole bunch of insane cards. I used to start off the reading, I used my C'est La Vie Oracle deck that I created, and our very first card there was Magic in the Air. And then we had back-to-back Magical Encounter. And then we had New Love, Decisions, First Date. And so you can see where that energy went. It was all about magic and new beginnings, but making decisions about old and new, right? So let's just dive into this energy. So there's magic in the air. We have a full moon coming up in, I believe, Aquarius. Tonight, tomorrow, because I'm filming this on Monday the 31st. So we have a lot of energy coming through. Let's just see what the Crimson Secrets deck has to say. So I'm going to do something a little differently. I'm going to get a bunch of cards out of this deck first, and then I'm going to actually pull some cards from another deck and then go from there. Wow. Oh, I want to do what I plan to do. I wanted to do what I want to do. But I'm not going to be able to do that. I have to stop immediately and channel already with these two cards. But I want it my way, Daddy. I want the goose that laid a golden egg. I want a golden ticket. Oh, damn it. I'm such a rebellious Aquarius. I'm going to do it like this. No, we got to do it what we feel Spirit says to do in this moment of channeling these cards. First two cards are Distress and Divine Masculine. So, what does that mean? I think it's quite fucking self-explanatory that a lot of masculines are going through some shit because they are in their journey to becoming enlightened, which means divine. Divine means light. It means that higher ascension, right? So as we know, during this process of spiritual growth and journey, going from caterpillar to butterfly, crashing, burning, rising up from ashes like the phoenix, it is brutal. It is tough, it's confusing, there's sadness, depression, all these different things we've gone through, right? The moment the knees hit the ground, you know, the breakthrough is in the breaking, right? The crack is how the light gets in, you know what I mean? So a bunch of masculines are really, I'm gonna accentuate, really going through it right now. They're really going through it. There is this, I mean, look at the card itself. You can see that there's just all this red smoke, and it's everything. It's confusion, anger, sadness, depression. Things aren't going so great. And again, for those, let me rephrase this. For those that are destined for a spiritual enlightenment in this life, like this is part of your shit. You said, but when I come to this lifetime, I'm going to be spiritually enlightened. If that is their story, that's what this is. Because a lot of people that go through this doesn't mean they're on a spiritual journey. You see what I'm saying? They're just stressed in life and confused, or they're angry, or whatever it is. This is directly connected to a masculine on a spiritual journey. Now we have free will. This is where things get tricky. Just because they hear the call and they heed the call to awaken and go through this process of transformation, metamorphosis, it doesn't mean that's what they're gonna do. It doesn't mean that's what they're gonna do. They could choose to opt out. They could choose to cop out and not go through this at all. So, but we don't know quite yet what the end result is, right? We know that this is where this is happening. Now, give me examples, right? So examples would be, for example, a person's in a relationship and they're having like what some would say a midlife crisis, an early life crisis, an ending or an older life crisis, however you want to work it. They're having this pivotal point in their life where all the shit's hitting the fan. They feel this thing inside of them. It's a reevaluation. It's a they're reanalyzing, right? They are reassessing. There's this energy of all of this stuff coming through. Because it's metamorphosis. It's metamorphosis. Which is transformation. And that's fucking huge. Because in order to become the butterfly, you must go through spiritual death. The caterpillar must die. Anonymous. They may have been keeping this to themselves. They may not have been speaking anything about it. They may not have told anybody. Right? There's this feeling of no one knows. You can see in the card distress, he's wearing a fucking helmet. No one knows. So this person might hide it well, or they tend to be a little bit more, and during this time, it's a hermit crab energy, right? Retreating to themselves. Going through it. Spontaneous. Then we have mysterious. Oh, and divine feminine. Holy motherfuck, the counterparts appear. Because here we have the divine masculine, or the masculines trying to become divine masculines. Here we have the divine feminines, where, don't get me wrong, some feminines are trying to become divine feminine, but my tribe is really a lot of the people that have kind of gone through the healing already, and they are considered to be more higher vibed, and they've already hit that frequency of divine feminine. The majority of my tribe, and then we also have a whole bunch of people as the energy filters through and we cycle through new cycles. We'll have people that have cracked open, so, they come and they join our tribe. Now they're going through their spiritual journey, but this is someone who's already a divine feminine, and this is someone who's trying to become a divine masculine, but they're fucking counterparts. There's a mysterious connection, because even though this card says spontaneous, all I'm drawn to is the bridge. And bridge is connection. There's this weird, can't put my finger on it, it's a mysterious connection to a person. To, dun 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 dun, a divine feminine. So not just, I feel a very mysterious, crazy, weird connection to a low vibe feminine who is fucked up and still triggered and still all whatever, and very nasty or very needy and codependent. No. Someone superficial and someone who's just, nope, because then they wouldn't be a divine feminine. They'd just be a feminine. You see what I'm saying? Divine means light. Divine means awakened, spiritually cracked open, ascended higher. It's almost like she's waiting too. Like she's waiting. I don't know. I don't know how else to put that. She's waiting, maybe waiting subconsciously for her match. And I think a lot of divine feminines are single. We haven't found our match yet. Why? Because they haven't awakened. Very few masculines have awakened, and I mean few, honey. You're talking minuscule. So it would make sense why how much divine feminines don't have counterparts right now. Haven't met them yet. Or their person who is meant to be their partner hasn't become a divine masculine, which means he hasn't gone through his process of ascension and cracking open and enlightenment. This is fucking counterparts. But there is a connection between these two, and this is what I heard in my head, that the masculine is struggling to keep up. They're struggling. I think for us, we struggled really hard, but there's something about the feminines that, remember we talk about this all the time, like I feel, and that's what I've been channeled, is that the feminines went through this really long, very treacherous schooling, if you will, years of it. And then the masculines go through it, but it's like a short little thing. It's like they go to a seminar versus we went to like 8 years of fucking school to become a fucking master PhD at this. Then they get to do like a little short 2-year thing or a little seminar and get their little certificate of it. Why? Well, because a lot of the feminines have paved the way because they've been chosen to be the teachers. And just like teacher students, teachers would have to go through much more schooling than a student would. right? Yeah, makes so much fucking sense. This doesn't mean the masculines aren't going to go through a lot of shit and they wouldn't have had really hard lives. Yes, but I'm talking about the period of enlightenment. The period of butterfly, becoming butterfly for them is going to be a lot quicker than us going from caterpillar to butterfly. It was just for some of us a lot of years and a lot of struggle and all this stuff. I just feel like it. They're going to have a shorter period of time. Their cocooning is shorter. It just is. All right, here we go. What do I want to do? I'm really pissed at YouTube because they've been flagging, I guess, through the system, anything of, you know, what they think is not wearing clothes or whatever on our cards. But I'm pissed because one of the videos they flagged of mine, which was an extended on Patreon, where they were claiming there was nudity in the card, and they show you what exact time period. It wasn't. It was actually my Edgar Allan Poe's deck, the Devil card in there, where she is a skeleton, so she doesn't have any boobs or flesh or anything, and she's wearing a gorgeous dress. But then I disputed it, and this is full of shit that someone actually watched it to physically see, to appeal it, because it came back and said, no, that's nudity. And it's not. I mean, you're trying to gaslight me into thinking it is, and it's not. If you guys Google it or you have the deck already, Edgar Allan Poe, go look up the Devil card. She's a skeleton of bones wearing a fucking evening gown dress. You don't bullshit me and gaslight me that that's nudity. You're not going to do that. So they flagged that video 18 and over. So I'm nervous not to even use that fucking deck. So here we go. It's just becoming ridiculous. And then we rely on the fact that, hey, if we're going to dispute it, I rely on the fact that a person's going to watch it to be able to make that call and say, yeah, sorry, the system sometimes glitches because the system's not perfect. And that's fine, the system's not perfect. But then you're going to bullshit me and say, yeah, it is still nudity. No, it's not. It's not, and don't bullshit me on it. That really pissed me off. So I can't depend on that. I was getting an appeal either. 10 of Cups, first card. 10 of Cups. This is about having it all. 10 of Cups is a feeling of having it all. This is contentment. This is the feeling of my cup runneth over. Okay? So there's a feeling here of, and it's coming from the feminine side, because remember, the masculines are really going through it. I think a lot of the feminines are just really sitting on a fucking rainbow right now, just enjoying the shit out of summer, living their best lives. Not that they don't have struggles, not that they're not going through lessons, but I think it's quite different between the two. Chariot. Trying to find their way. Chariot can be Cancerian energy, but this is a person, you can see this masculine's on top of the chariot because he doesn't know how to drive it. Oh, yes, because they're not there yet. They don't know what the fuck to do. You gotta sit in this motherfucker to drive this chariot. He's on top of it. Like, he doesn't know what to do with it. Like, he's got the chariot. He's connected to this stuff, but he doesn't know how to apply it or what to do, or he doesn't have the skill set yet to navigate through this journey. Oh, isn't that fucking insane? It's what I just said. It's like I'm fucking psychic or something. The two energies. Masculines don't know what to do just yet, and having issues and problems trying to navigate and apply things and figure things out, right? And then she's sitting pretty. And they're trying to catch up is what I said earlier, and hence the chariot appears. Fast, quick, make haste kind of an energy, right? Make haste. There's make haste again. They're trying to catch up. Running fast, I'm coming, wait, hold on, I'm coming, hold on. And they're not saying that literally. I think very few of them, if any, are gonna say, hold on, I'm coming. It's energetic. Remember, divine masculine, divine feminine, right? So she's here, he's trying to get here, but there's this process to that. He's saying, I'm trying to catch up. Spiritually and energetically and vibrationally. He's trying to become a butterfly, and he's trying. And she's like, well, I'm not even looking for you, and peeking and going, did he make it yet? Did it happen? Did he make it yet? She says, you got to do you and go on your journey. I got to do me and do my journey. And if we are meant to cross paths Later down the road, at some point in time, c'est la vie, let it be. But I'm not gonna fucking coax you through it. I'm not gonna walk you through it. I can't baby you through it. I can't coddle you through it. It's an individual journey, period. Okay, spiritual awakening. So for those of you that are wondering, what are they doing right now? What's happening with them? I haven't heard from them. Or they've been kind of weird. Or they say they're going through something. This is what they're going through. Two of Pentacles. Holy motherfuck, and the Two of Cups. Why does this feel like a big deal? Because for me, it symbolizes this absolute spiritual connection, physical connection between two people. Remember, I told you earlier, I felt that the spontaneous card wasn't necessarily about spontaneity. It was about the bridge in the card, and bridge is a connection. There's a mysterious, weird connection between these two souls. There's the connection, and this is the energy of spiritual energy frequency versus 3D realistic. Well, we're together in the 5D. Who fucking cares? You're in the 3D world. You're not with them in this world. They're with someone else. They're married, or they're treating you like a piece of shit, or whatever this is. Or you haven't met them yet. We cannot live our life. Oh, it's all in the 5D though, but we're together in the 5D. Bitch, come on. This is about, we need to connect the two. As above, so below. As within, so without, right? So there's this type of an energy here of where it's like here, we all feel it, it's here, but how come it's not here yet? And it's this process of, because it's not time yet or it's not there yet, but it can be confusing because I feel it here and I fucking know it and I feel it, and we're living together in the 5D in a beautiful house with a white picket fence with a golden retriever, and we have 2.5 kids and we're happily married. And why is that not happening here? It's because here we have free will. Here we can do whatever the fuck we want. Here there's distractions, and there's tests, and there's sirens, and come hither, and let me distract you, and all of this different stuff. They have to deal with their own demons here. So it is going to be a very difficult journey, which is why it's a very big honor. It's a badge of honor to have cracked open and risen up as the phoenix. Bottom of the deck, you have the Tower. See that crash of lightning? That's enlightenment. There's going to be a moment when somebody gets cracked the fuck open externally, not by their own doing. The universe is going to Caesar Milan them. They're going to check them. They're all doing their own thing and wake the fuck up. Something shocks them, something cracks them, something catches their attention, something makes them go, oh, like the light bulb goes off. Is the light bulb going off because of the connection? It's possible. Does the light bulb go off that I'm in a spiritual journey and this is why it feels like my life is falling apart? Yes, because your life is falling apart. Yes, because everything is cracking and crumbling. Yes, because you're going through this major fucking metamorphosis in life. And is that easy? How is that easy when the butterfly and caterpillar go through this process of metamorphosis and the caterpillar literally has to die and mush, and it goes through this thing, and then it emerges as a gorgeous butterfly. So you don't fucking tell me that, oh, that's not true. It's a wonderful, easy, simple journey, the spiritual journey, going from this to that. Bitch, then you didn't go through one yet. Because had you really, you would know. Nope, the cracking and the ripping apart is just part of the journey. It just is. All right, hold on. What are we going to end this on? Because we're going to, of course, do an extended. And the only place to watch the extended, as you guys know, is on my Patreon. Below this video, you'll see the word more. Click there. First link will be to my website, saltwaterhealstarot.com. But the second link is Patreon, and that's the only place you can watch these collective extendeds. All of the astrological zodiac sign extendeds are always on my website, but not these. These are only on Patreon. All right, so that's where you're going to watch this extended. Hold on. Let's just get these two. 8 of Cups and 3 of Swords. The crack is how the fucking light gets in. What is 3 of Swords traditionally in tarot? A cracked, broken heart. Sadness, betrayal, third party, right? Feeling just this pain here in the heart chakra. The fucking crack is how the light gets in, bitch. They are going through it. The first card was distress. Now, 8 of Cups. Look at the card. Look at the 2 hearts. You see how the heart is cracked? It's a broken heart. You see how there's void on each heart, on each side? You see how if you were to match them together, that those 2 broken hearts would come together and create one full heart? Right? You see where the black void is here and the black void is here. So if you match them up, they would complete each other, basically. It's the missing piece. First of all, the missing piece is spiritual awakening and enlightenment. And then the second part of this is the divine feminine, divine masculine. It's the missing piece, right? It's the perfect match. These 2 have been broken so that where you put the 2 of them together, they are a perfect match. Sorry if you hear my stomach growling. I'm starving. It's a perfect match when you put them together. They've both been broken in a specific way that they are now a perfect match. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and there's a fucking magician. Bottom of the deck, magician. Oh my God, that's all about alchemy and creating magic and someone super powerful. Why is the magician so powerful? Because he has all of the tools to be able to create and manifest. Does that mean we're all perfect people? Well, we're perfect and this is not, nah. We all are quirky and different and eccentric, and we all have our own struggles and difficulties, and some of them are biological and physical and mental, and some of them are caused by spiritual things happening to us going through the process of enlightenment. This is why you never self-diagnose yourself. You never say, well, I'm having pain in my heart and it's my heart cracking open and it's my heart chakra. You don't fucking know that. It could be, yes, a spiritual thing, but it could also be a fucking medical health thing too. So you always want to make sure, is this that or is this? And the way you can rule it out, right? Because we can never be 100% sure. We can rule it out by saying I'm having chest pains and heart pains. Go to the doctor, have them run an EKG, let them check it out, let them do x-rays or what have you, right? No, it's definitely not health. Then you know, and something else could be something more spiritual. Don't self-diagnose your ass, okay? We don't do that because we don't fucking know. But can spiritual things we're going through affect us physically? Fucking duh, yes. All right, let's get into this extended. Remember, click more bottom of this. It's going to be the second link to Patreon. Thank you for all of your likes, your shares, and your subscriptions here on YouTube. I will see you in the extended. Love you guys. Bye.